You may think that infinite banking is for the wealthy, and you'd be correct. But I'm here to tell you that those of us who have a much more modest lifestyle also benefit in gigantic ways when practicing infinite banking, even with smaller policies and smaller funding. I'm going to share with you our personal experience in this video. Aloha. I'm Stan Cox, principal broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants. I'm also the author of the books on the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, and I'm the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Freethinkers Academy, a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. For the past several years, I have focused on and specialized in the infinite banking concept and the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy. If you find this to be helpful, please hit the like button for this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, please post your questions and comments here. Now, first, this is how rare the knowledge of infinite banking is. I was in the life insurance field for 2 full years before I ever even heard a whisper of anything like infinite banking. And then it wasn't even infinite banking that I heard. No, it was some very bad ideas about how to sell whole life insurance. And there was a mention about using the cash value as a personal bank. And, that caught my attention and imagination. So I began researching. And that's when I accidentally discovered the actual infinite banking concept. When I learned enough about infinite banking to satisfy myself that it was a sound and very beneficial strategy, I did the best I could to design a proper infinite banking policy within my ability to handle the premiums. Now, I was 60 years old at the time, and age being a big factor in the premium amount, I couldn't afford much. So I designed a $150,000 policy, which is about the smallest policy that you can actually design for infinite banking. And what I mean by that is to design a policy that is constructed with a base policy and then the necessary riders that contribute to the rapid cash value growth. There are minimums required based on the design options available. It was 2016 when I designed my first infinite banking policy, and I built one for me and one for my wife, both just $150,000 policies. We had a little cash value right off the bat because we had built up a little in the policies that we had previously, and we exchanged them for the new policies with the different insurance provider that I now built our infinite banking policies with. Since we had a little cash value to work with, we started using the banking strategy with smaller purchases. We started by buying furniture. Then we bought electronics. Then we got creative and began paying off other credit loans. Then we financed a vacation. And then I imagined how we could pay our income tax bill and earn interest on the money we pay to the IRS. Wow, that was a revelation, and we've been doing it ever since. And it has been a real big advantage. Okay, so now we've had our little infinite banking accounts for 7 years. Again, I was already 60 years old when I started my account. So for the small policy I have, the premium was relatively high. I pay about $4,800 a year for my policy. At that rate, I've paid $33,600 into my policy. But I was able to add in an additional $8,000 in paid up additions over that 7-year period with a one-time lump sum, and then a couple of years later, another $4,000. So all total, I've paid in $41,600. Now, typically with a standard straight whole life policy, no cash building riders, It takes about 13 years for the cash value of the policy to equal what you've paid into premiums to that point. From there on, all the money you pay in basically goes into your cash value and more dividend interest, right? So now I've paid in a total of $41,600 total over 7 years. And my cash value is at $40,000. That's about 6 years faster than with a standard policy. In addition to that, the value of my insurance is now over $171,000, starting at $150,000. So now let that digest for just a minute. You see, my premium is the same as when I started the policy 7 years ago. It has not increased, but the value of my insurance has increased by over $20,000, and I'm now 8 years older. But here's the really good part. All the money I've paid for the insurance is now in my cash value, except for the $1,600 yet. And every penny I pay in from here on will be going into my cash value plus interest, compounding interest. So basically, my $171,000 of life insurance is free and growing. And the policy is now basically a high compounding interest savings account. And guess what? In a couple of weeks, we'll be paying cash for a brand new car by leveraging the cash value of my whole life insurance policy that was designed for infinite banking. Now, I have clients who are in a considerably better financial condition than we are, and so have been able to work with larger sums of money to infuse into their infinite banking policies. And as a result, I've seen policies that have produced gains to where within just 4 years, they have grown cash value far in excess of what the owner paid in total into the policy. In one case, the profit has been over 25% in just 4 years. And in another case, 20%. The more you can put into the cash building riders, the faster the total cash value grows by means of the dividend interest. It's simple math. So yes, infinite banking is for wealthy people, but for those of us of more modest means, the strategy provides huge advantages as well. In our case, we would never have been able to, save up enough money to pay cash for a brand new car without this advantage of infinite banking. But the real sweet part is that all of the cash value we now have and the additional we will be adding to it will continue to earn the high compounding interest even while we have it leveraged to buy our new car. There just isn't any other account or way to get the advantages that infinite banking and the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy provides. In our case of buying the car, there's also the advantage of not having to lose money by paying interest for a car loan. Yes, we will pay interest on our policy leverage loan, but the simple interest that we will pay for that is less than the dividend interest that we are earning on our cash value. So we'll actually be making a profit over and above what we pay for the loan. You just can't beat or even equal the benefits of this strategy. The tax-free cash growth warehouse infinite banking strategy is simply the most powerful finance strategy in history. You can take advantage of this too. Learn more by ordering my books or watch our free on-demand webinar here on this channel. And come back often and watch our other videos answering frequently asked questions about the strategy. So please subscribe to this channel. And if you find this to be helpful, please like the video. The link to buy my books on Amazon.com is in the description box below. And if you'd like to book a free phone consultation with me, The link to my Calendly page is also below. If you'd like to apply to become a client of ours, the application is below. We're here to help, and we look forward to helping you. Aloha and mahalo for watching.